Hello and welcome everyone to the Favor Book Bible Story Time. Alright, let's dive in.
This is the story of the very, very first people in the whole wide world. A long, long time ago, even before there were mommy and daddy kangaroos or buzzing bumblebees or tall trees, there was God. God looked around and decided to make something amazing. He created a beautiful world. With a gentle word, he made the bright, warm sun to shine in the day, and the sparkly, twinkling moon and stars for the night. He made the big blue oceans and filled them with wiggly fish of all colors, and oh, the flowers. He made red ones, yellow ones, and purple ones, all smelling so sweet. Then came the animals. God made lions that roar, and little lambs that say, "Ba, ba." He made tall giraffes that could reach the highest leaves and playful monkeys that swung from branch to branch. The whole world was filled with happy sounds and beautiful sights. But God had one more very special thing to create. He took some dust from the ground, and with his loving hands, he shaped the very first man. He breathed life into him, and the man opened his eyes. His name was Adam. Wow! Adam could walk and talk and think. God put Adam in a special, perfect garden called the Garden of Eden. It was the most beautiful place you could ever imagine. Rivers flowed with clear, sparkling water. Trees were filled with yummy fruits like juicy apples, sweet bananas, and plump berries. Adam's job was to take care of this amazing garden. Adam had so much fun. He played with the friendly lions, raced with the speedy cheetahs, and gave names to all the animals. He called the big, gray animal with a long trunk an elephant. He called the striped horse a zebra. But even with all the animals to play with, Adam was a little bit lonely. He was the only person there. God saw this and said, "It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him." So while Adam was fast asleep, God did something special. He took a little part from Adam's side and made the very first woman. When Adam woke up, he was so surprised and happy. He had a friend, someone just like him. Adam named her Eve. Adam and Eve were best friends. They weren't wearing any clothes, and that was okay because everything was pure and good. They felt no shame, just love and happiness. They spent their days exploring the garden together. They would splash in the cool rivers, chase colorful butterflies, and eat delicious fruit from the trees. Every evening, God would walk with them in the garden, and they would talk and laugh together. It was a perfect life. Now, in the middle of this beautiful garden, there were two very special trees. One was the tree of life. The other was the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God told Adam and Eve, "You can eat from any tree in the garden. All of this yummy fruit is for you, but there is one tree you must not eat from. It is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. If you eat its fruit, you will die and you will have to leave this perfect garden." Adam and Eve understood. They had so many other trees to eat from, so they promised to obey God. They were happy to follow his one rule because they loved him and he loved them. For a while, everything was perfect. They played, they cared for the garden, and they talked with God every day. But one day, something sneaky happened. A serpent, who was the craftiest of all the animals, slithered up to Eve when she was near the special tree. The serpent whispered, "Did God really say you can't eat from any tree in the garden?" Eve replied, "Oh no, we can eat from the trees. It's just this one tree in the middle of the garden. God said we shouldn't eat its fruit, or even touch it, or we will die." The serpent was very tricky. He hissed, "You won't die. God knows that if you eat it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be wise, just like him." Eve looked at the fruit. It looked so pretty and delicious. She thought about how amazing it would be to be wise like God. She forgot about God's loving warning. She forgot about all the other wonderful fruit she could eat. So she took a piece of the fruit, and she ate it. Then she gave some to Adam, who was with her, and he ate it too. As soon as they ate it, something changed. Their eyes were opened, but not in the way they expected. For the first time, they felt scared and ashamed. They looked at each other and realized they weren't wearing any clothes, and they felt they needed to hide. So they quickly sewed some fig leaves together to make coverings for themselves. That evening, they heard God walking in the garden, just like always. But this time, instead of running to meet him, they hid. They were afraid. God called out, "Adam, where are you?" Adam's voice trembled as he answered, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." God gently asked, "Who said that we're naked? Have you eaten from the tree I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam pointed to Eve and said, "The woman you gave me, she gave me the fruit, and I ate it." Then God asked Eve, "What is this you have done?" Eve, pointing to the serpent, said, "The serpent tricked me, and I ate it." God was very sad. Adam and Eve had broken the one rule he had given them. They had chosen not to trust him. Because of their choice, things had to change. The world was not perfect anymore. God told the serpent that he would always have to crawl on his belly. He told Eve that she would have pain and sadness. And he told Adam that taking care of the garden would now be hard work, with thorns and thistles. And the saddest part of all, God said they could no longer live in the perfect Garden of Eden. He made them clothes from animal skins and lovingly dressed them. Then he led them out of the beautiful garden. An angel with a flaming sword was placed at the entrance to guard the way to the tree of life. Life outside the garden was much harder. But even though Adam and Eve had made a big mistake, God did not stop loving them. He still cared for them, and he had a plan, a super special rescue plan to one day make everything right again. And that is the story of the very first people, a story that teaches us how important it is to listen to God and trust him, because he always knows what is best for us and loves us more than we can ever imagine.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more Bible stories. God bless you.